say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free? Yeah.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And we'll be getting the inside story tonight. Shams Charania is joining us at the broadcast table. Shams, it is so great to have you by our side.
Kevin, thank you so much. It's great to be here. I always love to follow the game, talk about the game. It should be a lot of fun tonight.
You'll give great insight. We can't wait to get going. And a look at the starters for the Hornets. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Mark Williams is out there with Bridges, and it's Okogie in at the small forward. And for the Warriors, we've got Bradley. Curry is out there with Curry. Then it's Malik Monk, and it's Butler in at the four-man position. And the Warriors dynasty with their core seemingly over. You never want to completely stretch them out. But, Shams, how are we going to remember the run that this remarkable franchise has had?
You could make a case that the 2017 team might be the best to ever play. And if the Warriors have become an elite franchise in NBA history, it might be a while since we see a dynasty quite like this, especially with the big three of Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson.
Hall of Famers, great coaching, solid ownership. They had it all. And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. 5 to shoot. Pass to Williams. And it's Bradley with the rebound. For the Hornets, they come into this one following a loss to Portland. Now Curry. Bradley a screen on Ball. Curry passes to Bradley. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here is Miller. The kick out to Ball. The rejection by Curry. Curry dishes to Curry. From the arc. Rebound by Williams. And it's the Hornets ball. 4-point game. Okogie the pass the ball. Took him no time at all on that one.
Well, you got to love how quick Ball's shot is. Doesn't take a lot of time to get himself squared up.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk to Golden State's head coach. In talking to Coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for him. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Miller. No good. That would have tied it.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Hey, Shams, it seems like with these younger teams coming, we may be witnessing a transfer of power in the NBA. What do you think?
It's really due to the parity that we're seeing in the league, and we haven't seen this much parity in a really long time. It's wide open for teams in both conferences, in the East and West, to claim that top perch. We have to give the league a lot of credit. There's tons of parity.
Which I think is leading to expansion talk, correct? We've got so much talent right now, we can kind of let it ooze out a little bit to some other areas.
Certainly expansion, couple more teams in the league, but the league really loves where they're at now. And any given year, anyone can win.
Cranes it from beyond the arc.
You know, since entering the league, Bridges has really worked tirelessly on his game, especially the three-point shot, and you see the results of that labor.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Bridges outside. Over Butler. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Bridges has got 5 points so far. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Miller outside. On the wing, Bridges. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Pass to Okogie. There's Ball with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one. Bridges outside. Back to Ball. A shake. And it's good on the way up. Ball's got his second bucket of the night. And in last year's playoff, Shams, we did see a lot of players injured and unable to play. What are some of the solutions that may be being talked about that you hear about?
People certainly ask if this is a result of the 65-game rule. Is it the more physical play? Is it the consequences of the regular season? The league is going to take a wait-and-see approach to determine if this is an issue they have to fix. But they do love the results of what this has brought as far as player availability moving forward.
Yeah, they do seem sold on that 65 number, don't they?
100%. And at the end of the day, some of these injuries are flukish. There's a lot of, obviously, lower body injuries, and you can't measure that. I think the league is going to want to see more data over the next 5 to 10 years to really determine, does this rule impact the game and impact injuries?
Kicks it out to Bradley, but no one around him. Another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, they're relying on their 3-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Peyton, he's checked in for Monk.
Number 44, Gary Payton, the second.
Hornets trail by 6. Ball kicks to Bridges. Puts it up from 7. Charlotte no good that time either.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Curry passes to Butler. Outside for Curry. 3-pointer, Peyton. Rebound by Okogie. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Now here's Curry. Bradley with the ball. He's guarded by Williams. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
The first one falls. Well, the latest CBA introducing the second apron, limiting, Shams, what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes and less of a chance of super teams and just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, or all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax. It's a whole nother animal now to have the second apron. And that, certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum. And we're seeing that happen to at least one or two teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly the CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
It is just fascinating. Here's Williams after the Warriors pick up 3. It's tipped. Curry with it. And it's Miller picking him up. Curry, good.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now, here's Bridges. He's got 7.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Here's Bradley. It's a 10-point game. Curry kicks to Curry. 5 on the clock. Back to Curry. Fires from way outside. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
Here's Curry. Following the basket by LaMelo Ball. Butler kicks to Curry. Bradley dishes to Curry. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket. Hey, Shams, I know you're connected throughout the NBA into a lot of front offices, but have you ever thought about maybe shifting gears a little bit and working for a team?
There is always intrigue into something like that, Kevin, but I've seen how tough the environment can be, and honestly, it is really much more fun to be talking to you on this side of the media world and the media equation of the NBA. But listen, there's always intrigue with the front office.
And a lot of opportunities. I know you're looked at, but thank you for your honesty in that one. Now, here's Ball. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Ball on target from 13 feet. Ball's got 8.
He'll do that for you, too. Ball can go mid-range if he needs to.
Outside, Payton. Golden State moving the ball around. The lob to Bradley. Miller with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Here's Bridges. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Bridges brings a toughness to his team's interior scoring because of his athleticism, physicality, and aggressiveness.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Warriors.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And also have to bring up their passing game.
Warriors leading by 7. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Monk is out there with Payton. Then it's Curry. Then it's Keegan Murray. And it's Curry in at the 2.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun. You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for a job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Murray, no good.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
The Warriors making a switch here. Jackson Davis is checked in. Trey Mann, he's checked in for the Hornets. Curry way outside. 1 for 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Williams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Williams a screen on Curry. Miller the pass to Williams. Out to Miller. This 1 for 3. The offensive rebound. Pass to Mann. There's the pick. Jacks up a 3. His first miss, now 3 of 4 from the field. And so Monk will bring it up for Golden State. They've led by as much as 10. Curry with the bounce pass.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. And the Warriors making a change here. Payton's checked in. So it's the Hornets. They trail by 7. After this run, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road. Bridges left side. Shot clock at 6. Gets a hand on it, and Bridges able to finish. Bridges has got 11.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a 6th sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Now here's Curry. He has 6. That shot off. Nice D from Williams. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Murray. Hornets trail by 5. So Shams, when the league brought in that 65 game played rule, it sure seemed to motivate players to suit up.
Those awards aren't just about prestige, Kevin. They're about cold, hard cash. And every summer, we're going to see records set for the biggest contract in NBA history. Every summer that goes by, that certainly has an effect on players wanting to play and players being in the lineup. Now with the 65 games played rule, there is an incentive for all NBA team and different accolades.
Yes, well said. Williams trying to break free. They get the rebound, the dunk, and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Keegan Murray.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, but I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
One Toscano Anderson's checked in for Gary Payton. Back to Monk. And stolen by Miller. And a fast break now for the Hornets. And Bridges jams it in.
Boy, Bridges using his strength to get the and one to go and igniting his team in the process.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
At the line for the Hornets, Miles Bridges. 1 shot.
And that one falls for Bridges. The Warriors lead him. Murray kicks to Curry. 1:35 left in the first half of basketball. Monk, the pass to Curry. And Curry has it in the corner. 4 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Boy, he's just zoned in. In most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Shams, we appreciate you stopping by. We know you got a lot of things to do, a lot on your plate. Your phone's going bananas. It's lighting up about every 15 seconds. You go take care of that. We'll see you back here next time.
I can always make time for you guys. Kevin, appreciate you guys having me.
Shams Charania, the best. Thank you so much. Great stuff right there from Shams, one of the most plugged-in people in the world of basketball.
Hey, I mean, if something is going down that's big news, Shams is the first to get a hold of it. He knows everybody around the NBA. Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass, just sailed it right out of bounds.
Miller outside. Charlotte moving the ball around. Bridges, no one around him. Misses the three.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
The shot by Monk is no good. Hornets trail by 5.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Bridges deciding where to go with it. Back to Williams. Okogie, the pass to Bridges. Sinks the triple. Bridges has got 8 points in the quarter. Malik Monk has been leading the charge for the Warriors. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style. Jimmy, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And we thank you for joining us at halftime. The Golden State Warriors are in a closely contested game.
Their bench has been strong. Guys coming in, accepting their roles, playing well in the minutes they're getting.
I'll take your word on this one, Kenny. You're the backup expert.
And now let's take a moment to see how the West stacks up here in this early part of the season.
Well, looking at the Warriors, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him, body him up, be physical with him.
Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Bridges out there with Mark Williams. And it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. Bridges for 3. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Defense having really no effect on Bridges. He just keeps producing with no sign of slowing down.
That's a 2 from Butler. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Here's Okogie. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
First team foul.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Miller against Curry. Here's Williams. Top of the key ball over Butler. And Ball gets it to go on the assist by Williams. Williams has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Warriors trail by 3. Outside Curry. Butler in the corner. Clock at 6. The Hornets pull it in. Williams has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Here's Okogie. Monk defending. There's Miller with the 3. Williams. And Williams is right there. And now a 5-point Hornets lead.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
And what stands out most, Clark, about Mark Williams, it has to be his rebounding.
Yeah, he's a glass-eating machine, and on a per-minute basis, he's one of the best in the league at corralling boards. But he's had a little bit of an issue staying healthy. When he's on the floor, though, he gives them a real powerful presence up front.
Butler on the way. Defended by Bridges. The shot by Curry, no good.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Shots good by Miller.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
First team foul.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
Monk. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Monk. Greg, since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals, the Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
And get ready to move. And welcome out your Warriors dance team. Warriors dance team domination. Give them a hand.
Bridges finds Ball. And it's Bradley with the rebound. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And then Ball slams it in.
Ball definitely has some ups now, flashing his way to the rim right there.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Warriors trail by 5. Floats it up for Curry. And Curry with the stuff.
Man, how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
There's Ball with the 3. Again, Ball missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And how about the leaping ability? Butler gets off the ground so fast, especially on these alley-oops.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Miller outside. Bridges outside. Pass the ball. Lets it go with a three. Again, ball missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Ball against Curry. On for three. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Bridges outside. Now here's ball. Guarded by Curry. Okogie, the pass to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Charlotte needs to get a shot. Okogie misses.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's Butler. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Butler's got 11 points.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Ball kicks to Miller. Here's Okogie. Bridges outside. Hits it from three-point range. Bridges has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Hornets.
No hesitation from Bridges there. He knows exactly when he should look to shoot it off the catch.
Curry with it. 15 points in the game. Down low, outside for Curry. They double-team Curry. Pass to Bradley. Curry on the wing. Curry from 3.
And you got the feeling that was coming. Curry loves coming back with a 3 of his own.
Bridges outside. It's Miller on the wing, guarded by Curry. Okogie, the pass to Bridges. Williams, a screen on Butler. Bridges for 3. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
And Bridges made sure to get those points back right away.
Butler, a screen on ball. Curry with it. Bridges covering. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Curry. Curry's got his 9th assist in the game now. Charlotte's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Here's Okogie. Pass to Bridges. A fadeaway, and there's another one for the Hornets.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Curry on the wing. He's covered by Ball. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. Gary Payton is checked in for Golden State. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Trey Mann, he's checked in for Josh Okogie. Ball dishes to Bridges. Back to Ball. Pass to Bridges. Now, Mann. And the rejection by Curry. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the new leadership in Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in for quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. Call it roster flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more health, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Help is huge. That's the hope. Hey, David, thank you. And there's the call on Curry. That's foul number 2 for him. And here is Bridges. And he has 28 points for the game. Williams. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
The first free throw is good. In recent seasons, the Charlotte Hornets, Clark, have been very active in the trade market.
Well, it seems like they're always wheeling and dealing. I mean, they're on a quest for that perfect fit lineup, moving pieces around, trying to find the right recipe for success.
He's perfect from the line this time. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. They've led by as much as 10. The lob to Bradley. And stolen by Miller. And here we go with Miller running up the court. Pass to man. Bridges against Curry. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got 12 in the game. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Hornets?
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Curry. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Ball no good. Warriors have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break.
You gotta love his hustle, leading the defense, no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
The Hornets shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Outside ball. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ball's got 24.
Really important for Ball to maintain his poise around the basket. That's what allows him to take a bump like that and still convert.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. The Hornets also changing it up. Nurkic. They've got Monk. Payton is out there with Butler. Then it's Curry. And it's Bradley in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Ball with a wide-open look. His 3-pointers off the mark.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make them.
And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Hornets trail by 6. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Yeah, you can't allow Nurkic to get that kind of position. When you do, he is going to rattle that rim.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Here's Ball. Drops in the layup for 2. He's got 26.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Ball against Curry. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's only the first turnover, guys. He's been safe as an option for them at the offensive end.
Podziemski, he's checked in for Monk. Warriors leading by 7. Now Curry. A 3-ball. Rebound by Williams.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
And he can carry a team. We've seen it from Ball before, and we're seeing it again.
And let's get an update on Trey Mann's injury. David, what's the news?
Well, guys, I had a minute to catch up with the Hornets' head athletic trainer. He said it's a badly bruised hip, and though he's in a lot of pain, he doesn't think there's any significant bone or joint damage. This is certainly not the way they wanted to begin the season. I guess it's never too early to start tinkering with the lineup. Guys?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Malik Monk comes in for Gary Payton. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Brandon Pajemski. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Okogie's checked in for Grant Williams. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's his 5th foul. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. He said to them, keep building this lead, guys. Don't take your foot off the gas. Keep working hard. Run our stuff. Guys?
Thank you, David. Bradley kicks to Monk. Golden State moving it around. Outside Curry. 6 to shoot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Clark with the Hornets, they were hit with injuries as hard as any team in the NBA in the 23-24 season.
Kevin, I couldn't agree with you more. They were so unfortunate in that regard, and it's not anything you can control, and it made it almost impossible for them to have a productive season because of those injuries.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
And so he makes both from the line.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity, he's cashing in on those.
Ball up top. 3-pointer. Drops in the tray. Ball's got 14 points now in the second half.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
Curry passes to Butler. From past the arc. They grab their own miss. And Curry throws it down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Shot on the wing. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And the layup's good off the glass. Bridges has got 30.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot?
How great have they been? I mean, shooting the ball from outside the arc, they have absolutely been lights out.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
But making it a 2-possession game was what was important on that trip to the line.
Pass the ball. Poke loose. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Throw down the sledgehammer!
No, he didn't. No, he didn't do that.
Hornets trail by 6. Here's Okogie. To the middle. Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Talk about coming up big. Ball not shying away from these moments.
Oh, Butler draining the 3.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
And Ball gets double teamed. Bridges outside. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 5 assists tonight.
You know, he knocked down a couple from range in the first half, but now his confidence through the roof.
Curry dishes to Bradley. Fires for 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
And that 3 was big. I mean, it cancels out the triple at the other end, and that appeared to really tighten this game up.
You can sense that the crowd, guys, is starting to feel as though this game just might be theirs.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Warriors on D. There's Ball with the 3. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Bradley's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Outside Curry. For 3. Hornets with the rebound. Okogie's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Charlotte no good that time either.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Outside Curry. It's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Miller.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
Now here's Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Takes the 3. Rebound by Williams. Hornets trail by 7. Miller kicks to Ball. Williams double team. Bridges passes the ball. Back to Bridges. No good from outside. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. The 3. They get it back. Monk outside. Outside Curry. Butler in the corner. Ball against Curry. Fires the 3. Drills the 3-pointer. And the Warriors lead by 10.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
And Curry has it in the corner. Offline with his 3.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Offensive rebound. Oh, and the jam by Williams. Here's Curry. 20 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Pass to Curry. Over Ball. And it's good off the back rim and in. Curry's got the lead up to 10 now for the Warriors. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Stephen, this crowd tonight was energized by the show that you put on. What is that connection like?
Have a night like tonight where everything's clicking. Just want to embrace it. And more of a gesture of appreciation because this is a great place to play.
Yeah, it sure is, man. And you guys fed off of it. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, DA, thanks again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. Now it's time for our Player of the Game.